I tell you, we got to pay that Rich Swan more. He gets it right every week. That's right. Welcome back to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube and the Twitch and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. To my left, your right, Mr. Front Row Bill is in the house joining me tonight. What's up,
How's
brother?
it going, J-Bone?
Oh, it's going, man. It's going.
What a Thursday.
Oh, it's a beautiful Thursday. We got some surprises. We got some great wrestling. We got some mysteries to unlock. I mean, it just sounds like a
J-Bone, I see somebody get driven over. I think, where was J-Bone? Were you the driver? Did you get Eddie out of the desert, J-Bone? Where were your whereabouts the night of this?
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I can't. But I can tell you one thing, Bill. Tonight,
Checkers is watching.
Checkers, we're not going to talk about Checkers. But I can tell you that I'm going to be enjoying some of this for the first time tonight. This is some Coca-Cola Move. This is something brand new I found. I was like, what is this stuff?
So it's
going to move it. Yes. So we're going to say hello to everyone tonight. We got some bits.
Yeah, it's got some bits. Thank you, Rayline. And we'll give you a little bit of the coach, because he likes to move it.
Impact Wrestling.
Oh, I tell you, like I said off air with you, if this doesn't smell like roses right off the bat, I'm going to be disappointed. I do smell some kind of flowery aroma coming from this. This is really unique. I can't place it. It's almost like a hint of vanilla. It's not like the Peep Pepsi. It's not like that. It's different. But there is a warm, sugary kind of aroma that's coming from this. It's very good. Very good. It's nothing outlandish. We'll say that.
Oh, Dick Dice is heartbroken by that.
So yeah. Mayor.
Oh.
Saying that the it's not good for your weight loss regimen. Well, you know what? I gotta splurge once in a while. I can't be all just meat and cheese all the time.
I'm not sure about that one, J-Bone. I know now I haven't tried any of these newfangled flavors, but I know some of them are zero versions.
Yeah.
Coke Zero. Is that a Coke Zero or is that not a Coke Zero?
This is actually a zero. This is yeah.
See? Yeah. There you go. No calories.
So no calories.
Free.
So yeah. Calorie free. Thank you, Anna Reed, for the super sticker.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Anna, for the super sticker. And
much love.
You know who thanks you? The coach. Thanks, everybody.
Impact Wrestling.
Is there any updates on the coach? Do we know? Like, is he?
I don't think so. At least not until we get. Well, obviously we got Santino Marella, Jay.
Yeah.
And we can't forget one of my favorite additions to this show. I'm enjoying Santino very much, but you know me, I'm a big fan of Deputy Dango.
Deputy Dango is hilarious. And another mystery that popped up in this show, and we'll get to the whole show, but man, I want to know who this Gregory is.
Who is Gregory? Let us know in the chat. Sound off. Is this just an inside rib? Is this a joke among the boys? Or will we see Gregory? We'll talk about it later, but the last we heard, I think he's in the dungeon with the Swingman.
That's terrifying if it is, because no one deserves to be in the dungeon with Swinger and.
Or they shoot naming somebody, maybe part of the crew. So
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah,
maybe a fashion police guy.
TJ was not a fan of the Pepsi Peeps. Oh, to each their own. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, Zach Bonifer just shooting hard here. He says Helms.
I did think it could be Helms.
Could be.
I did think that, but I'm not positive. But when I hear Gregory, that does make me think of him.
He does go way back with the boys, but as far as I know, he's still working up north. So I don't think we're going to get a surprise from him per se. But,
maybe not from him, but maybe from a hurricane, J-Bone.
Oh, look out. Yeah, I don't know what's worse, a hurricane or a tsunami. Oh, no, we're jumping.
Oh, Barry here. We need to get hashtag pray for Gregory trending on Twitter.
That's funny. That is funny.
Oh, Gary saying maybe Greg Brady.
I'm not sure how much he's visiting the dungeon nowadays.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Mayor with a good one. Greg the Hammer. He's still wrestling, dude.
Doesn't mess around.
But anyways, so shall we jump into a little bit of Impact Wrestling news?
Oh, I think there's a good amount of it, J-Bone. So we better not waste any time and get right to it. A little
sounds good.
Little J-Bone.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, the return of J-Bone's
News. Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Keegan, what up with that? So yeah, lots of nothing like earth shattering, but there's
earth
some,
shattering, J-Bone.
Don't
bury the lead.
There is some fun stuff to talk about. Let's start out with there's a new episode of Diary out that came out a couple days ago, and the topic of it is Jordynne Grace. The director's cut is now available on YouTube. It's not as long as the Jonathan Gresham. Dear God, speaking of
Josh Alexander.
Grace, Josh Alexander. Yeah, it's wrong J. Not as long as the Josh Alexander one. Boy, I need more caffeine in this. But yeah, the Jordynne Grace.
Which one's Jay?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Big Kev. Bill, have you seen the new Diary with Jordynne Grace?
I have only seen a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch it in its entirety yet. Just haven't had the time. Hopefully, because last weekend I was in Atlantic City watching some wrestling and seeing some Impact wrestlers at ECW. But so hopefully this weekend I only have one show on Saturday, so I can catch up and hit both Diary episodes.
Yeah, this one's
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And we already know the one that's coming out next. Gisele is going to be the next one after this.
Oh, she is. Okay. I saw the list, but I didn't see like what's coming out when. I know that list was out there, but yeah, it was interesting. The fact that Jordynne Grace's journey. Now she does say that she doesn't recommend this for women who want to, women who want to start out their wrestling journey. Jordynne Grace started out at 14. Wow.
Young.
Very young. But yeah, there's appearances from her husband, Jonathan Gresham, in there, and amongst some others. So yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm a huge fan of Jordynne Grace's since day one, and her evolution has been wonderful to watch. So
it's amazing, and only one word to describe it.
Bam!
There we go. All bam. What else do we have here? All right, a new event listed for May 26th and 27th Friday, May 26th, Under Siege in London, Ontario, Canada. First time in 4 years they're going to be Ontario.
How about that?
Very cool. Very cool.
The Canadian tour continues.
Yeah. So they're going to be going back and forth a lot between the Midwest and Canada, it sounds like. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
Who knows? Maybe Seagal shows up this time. Or at least Erica Eleniak.
I'd rather get an appearance from her than Steven Seagal. I'm just saying. It's been a while. It's been a while.
At least maybe they'll have somebody jump out of a cake.
Yeah, right.
It's wrestling. Why not?
It's about time. Yeah, who doesn't love a good cake jumper? We got an update. Some updates on some cards coming up. March is loaded, Bill. Absolutely loaded. We got Sacrifice coming up. We got what looks to be the main event of Sacrifice. It's going to be 6-man tag showdown. Let me double check here. Okay, so we got Time Machine. That's Kushida and the Motor City Machine Guns versus the champ Josh Alexander, Rich Swann, and Frankie Kazarian. That's going to be a lot of fun right there.
Yeah, it's a nice main event there. It's a nice main event. Obviously, we're seeing this build for Sacrifice, the Multiverse, and Rebellion kind of all as one. So you're seeing a lot of different moving pieces kind of building into each other. So
yeah,
this is kind of the build in the Multiverse, but also, as we saw a segment later in the episode, you still have the Macklin stuff in the background coming up. So going to be interesting to see how everything fits together. Because I know at the Vegas shows, talking, you see him sitting near me, Billy, from the Discord. He was like, it's like, how are they putting this all together? Because as we're watching a lot of this unfold in Vegas, it's like, okay, see the build for Rebellion, see some stuff for the Multiverse, how Sacrifice kind of shaping up, and figure a lot of Backstage. And that's kind of what we're seeing, a lot of segments kind of putting everything together. So that's why even if you're there for a live event, you got to watch the show because, yeah, you can see some matches. And if that's all but if you don't have the storyline, and you'll get pieces of it, but this is where it all comes together.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, yeah. The in-between segments is where, short, it's like if you blink, you miss it. You miss like how it gets put together, yeah. Let's see. So Sacrifice, we're also going to have the Knockouts World Championship on the line. Mickie James versus Jordynne Grace. That one's official.
What a rematch.
And let's see. We're going to have a Busted Open match between Tommy Dreamer and Bobby. Oh, wait.
Bobby Ray.
Bobby Ray. Yeah, it's Bobby Ray. Just wanted to make sure that was like, did the name
he does stuff with tables, Bobby Ray.
Oh, yeah. I always get him confused with that other guy. Yeah. Let's see. Bobby Ray. All right. X Division Championship. Now, I'm really excited about this one, Bill. Trey Miguel defending his X Division title versus one of Santino Marella's a hand-picked opponent. I don't know. Put your guesses in the chat, folks, because I don't know who this is going to be. I'm assuming it has to do with because less than a week away from that is the Multiverse United, so it might have something to do with that.
Okay.
And
maybe somebody in that match.
It could be, and we're going to talk about that match right now. So what's one other match that got announced for the Multiverse United is Impact and New Japan Stars vie for the X Division title in a high-stakes scramble match And Multiverse United, only the strong survive. You got Trey Miguel defending against, you ready for this? Frankie Kazarian, Rich Swann, Kevin Knight, Clark Connors, and Rocky Romero.
There you go.
Whew. Whew.
Roppongi.
Roppongi in the house. That's gonna be a.
But there was another match, but it doesn't involve an Impact. It's a New Japan versus New Japan match. That was an.
Oh, that was yes, and it was Kenta versus Suzuki.
Yeah, Murder Grandpa.
Kenta versus Murder Grandpa. Yeah, that's people love to call him. It's interesting
because there were the kind of the social media stuff with Macklin kind of wanting to get Kenta, it seemed like, but with that world title shot on the horizon, it just seemed like maybe that couldn't happen. So hopefully, maybe we see that in the future. But obviously, the card is really shaping up well. I know Deanna was kind of prodding on social media and the knockouts match. So hopefully that gets announced shortly as well. We'll see what happens.
Well, I hope we
something
see
regarding Mickie and Mercedes and stuff.
I hope we get a couple of them. You know?
Yeah, a couple of them. Like I have a feeling it could be like maybe a multi-tag match, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I don't care if it's 1v1 or multi-woman tag or whatever. It's fine. Just let's get the women on the show. They deserve it. You know, there's an insane amount of talent there. So, and then to round out the news,
big one.
And we'll you're talking about the newest, what we could be the newest knockouts. Is that what we're talking about? Or are you referring?
Oh no, we got a re-signing of the longest tenured active wrestler in Impact Wrestling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Me and Bison talked about that. My apologies. Eddie Edwards re-signed, multi-year contract.
The Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah.
Bring back the theme song, Eddie.
Which one? Because there's some people thinking that maybe someone else is.
The Fire.
The Fire. Oh,
whoa.
That is a lovely theme song. That is good. Keith says multi-universe, then, now, and forever. I think you're mixing that up with another universe, but that's okay. That's all right. They can all join together and have a tea party or something. I don't know.
Nice tea party.
You gotta play nice in each other's sandbox. So yeah, and then and we got a surprise of a new knockout tonight on the show. Now I hope she sticks around. I don't know.
Yeah, not our first time seeing her.
Now has she been on there before?
She showed up during Florida.
Oh, okay.
During the first Florida set. So what was that, December, I guess.
Okay. Was it something that aired or
I thought one aired and one may have been just BTI. I think one was BTI and the other one maybe didn't air. Maybe in a digital match.
Okay.
But has done some stuff, but this is like obviously the first major thing going on. But hold on, Bell's Boy.
Oh.
With a $10 super sticker. Evening, gentlemen. Deanna acting more face every day. People need to be patient about the lack of multiverse matches that are yet to be named. It's 3 weeks away, people. In a wrestling 3 weeks, might as well be an eternity.
This is true. In a way, the wrestling
5 minutes in wrestling might as well be an hour. So 3 weeks. It's like 3 months.
Oh, yeah. Patience.
And we're not criticizing. We're just, I think it's just you're going to get a lot of announcements quick over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And
But thank you, Bell's Boy.
There's like I said, I'll say this every week. Look, the show is sold out, so they don't have to worry about selling tickets. Right now, from here on out, they're selling pay-per-view buys. That's what they're selling.
Correct.
So,
and you also want to be the marquee, one of the marquee. You want to steal the show that week. Like you want people go, oh, Multiverse, that was the show to beat.
Yeah.
So the coach,
so
Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. But there's going to be a few bangers that that week. TJ Warner talking about the tire rumor. Yeah, I've heard about this tire rumor, saying there's some companies looking at her again.
Well, we know Johnny's been showing up at MLW. She's already been in MLW. But I don't know. Right. I don't think she had to make a decision either way unless they're going to start having more competing dates. I don't know. You never know. But if obviously she was just up north, it didn't seem like that went over the best. But if there were some changes, some different people making decisions, maybe. And then obviously there's down south. But I just don't know where you find it. Like you might be a flavor of the week or month, but it doesn't seem like if you won a lot of on-air in-ring action. But hey, it can always be a nice payday as well. But we'll see. It seems like there's always a connection to Impact regardless. So I'll wait to see what happens. But once again, that's somebody that's not under an official contract. So there's a lot of those. So that pretty much any set of tapings, something can change.
Oh, okay. Bell's Boy here says Ty is looking to be a backstage / booker.
Okay.
So she said in recent interviews. Well, I tell you, if she does,
she wants to transition into a different role, then obviously that's a whole nother thing.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. She's getting up there in age a little bit. She's still in great shape, but obviously you're getting up into your 40s. You don't want to wrestle all the time forever. It's fine.
Yeah, and you look at it right now in Impact, obviously Gail is kind of the one in charge, but then we know Rosemary has a big presence backstage. So there might not be a lot of room for others to kind of have similar roles like that. But you never know. I'm sure they're always looking for some people to get more involved.
Yeah, and if you're in AEW, well, there's no room there because the Snow King is just running everything. So
he needs no help.
Unless she gets something to do in with the restart up of Ring of Honor, I think she could be a major player in helping that off the ground.
Okay,
right now,
but isn't that what Madison? Isn't that what Madison's doing?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if she's helping out more with the women in AEW or if she's going to be transitioning to Ring of Honor. I really don't have a clue.
Oh, yes, Bell's Boy. I did see this. Rosemary walked the red carpet in New York for Scream 6.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. I hope they have – it'd be great now. See, Impact should have footage of that and air that on the program next week.
Totally.
That would be very cool.
Why
my guess is they'll at least do it on their socials, but put it on the TV program. I think that'd be pretty cool. There is something to that. If you can get different talent on different shows, different events, that's never a bad thing. Especially one of the faces of Impact.
A bonus baby brings up an interesting thing here. He says Jade Cargill just challenged the best Canada has to offer for next week Dynamite in Winnipeg. Could be Taya. Could be. I mean, she is from Canada. I mean, she's kind of from all over the place. You know, she spent a lot of time down in Mexico. So, you know, but she is Canadian. So, so we'll see. We'll see. I'd love her to see her stay, but you know, she wants to get paid. So, hey, go get paid somewhere. It's what I'm saying all the time. So all right. Well, let's jump into this.
Oh, just a little shout out to the Motor City Machine Guns, who captured the GCW tag titles at the show I was at in Atlantic City this past weekend. So they may have lost the Impact tag titles to the Bullet Club last week, but they did pick up another set of tag titles right after. So it's good to see the Machine Guns not missing any time.
Those Motor City Machine Guns, I tell you, can't keep their hands off that gold.
They love some gold.
Anything else significant happen at that show? Anyone that we know?
Impact related. Mike Bailey was on the show, and he once again very good. But their GCW is in. They're actually heading to Montreal this weekend, and there's like a kind of a GCW versus like Canadian heel faction type thing going on. And Mike Bailey turned heel during that show. So interesting, like reminiscent of a little Monsieur Baguette from the old IPWF days. But it'd be interesting and maybe something to think about. What would you think of Mike Bailey as a heel?
That is interesting. I can't picture it because he's such a nice guy, but hey, anything's possible in the world of wrestling, I guess.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, see, he's such a who doesn't want to be friends with a Mike Bailey? So,
and just a guy I know a lot of Impact fans are always clamoring for, and he has appeared during the Mexican tapings in the past.
Okay,
Vikingo. Oh. And seeing him live doesn't do him justice.
Oh, I saw some clip of his like go viral. Where he did a somersault
on Alex Zane, who we've seen many times in Impact Wrestling. But
yeah,
that guy's the real deal, man.
He's amazing. Jeez, so wasn't he injured for a while or something? But he's okay now.
Well, yeah, he looked good there. I think he may have had something, but yeah, if he gets the right platform to really show himself, that guy's a star. Like he reminds me more athletic, not as big as like Phoenix, but like when Phoenix first kind of came onto the scene, and it's like that guy. Everybody's been always looking for that next Rey Mysterio type, it's like, that he could be that. But then he got injury derailed a little bit and things. I think, though, he could be the guy that could be like the face of a company just because his talent's so good.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, as Critical Sting would say, he's doing his best 2022 Speedball Indie takeover.
Nice.
Just stealing shows left and right.
Hell yeah. Hey,
Rotom Blue. Thank you, Ronan.
Thank you.
I think Jade is going after Impact's Trey Miguel's favorite knockout, Ashley D'Amboise. AEW offered her a deal, I heard. Plus, she's
Dubois.
She's been showing up everywhere. She was on NWA. She did Impact. So she's kind of been showing up everywhere lately.
Could be. Yeah.
But Rhoda, thank you for that question. And
thank you.
Thank you as well.
Impact Wrestling!
So, all right. Let's dive into this week's Impact Wrestling. March 9th. Still can't believe we're in March.
Flying through the year, Jay.
We got some Iceman intel, a little bit of BTI stuff here. Says that there were.
Oh yeah, Critical Sting confirmed. Kylan she was on 2 episodes of BTI. So both her matches in Florida were BTI matches.
Oh, okay. And you know what? It's probably because I've missed a bunch of BTI stuff.
Yeah, and to me, like I put BTI, like if I see on BTI, like you were here, but there is a difference between BTI and the main show.
Oh,
especially since it's not, when it was that 3rd hour of Impact, it was very storyline. But they are doing major storylines. Obviously, we got that whole Mike Bailey, Jonathan Gresham match, and the more people I talk to are still saying that was the match of the night for free on YouTube before the special.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And it's subjective, everyone's gonna.
Oh yeah, there were a couple really good matches, obviously, but that free match, it got people talking.
You can't go wrong with Jonathan Gresham or that Mike Bailey.
And then David, since he says it here, because I saw this too. I've seen Shaja wrestle before. She's moving to America. She's from Australia. Another knockout to look at. I also saw what Zaya Brookside is moving to the States in the summer. So there are obviously always an influx of talent. So I'm sure Impact and all is keeping their eye out. Definitely some good talent to bring in for at least a set of tapings or 2 and see where they go from there, or maybe even more. But definitely some good talent, especially if now based in the U.S. A lot easier than if international is not easy.
Oh yeah. The more international flavor to Impact Wrestling, the better. I mean, there's a ton of international talent running through the divisions right now, so
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see. All right, so we got some Iceman intel. The big question is, there was some sightings in the desert just outside of Vegas. Sightings of PCO wandering the desert. Why is PCO?
we might, Kyle, that's another bite. We need a PCO going.
Can we get a Taurus versus PCO scream off, just making noises at each other, you're
right. PCO makes some good grunts and noises, but there's only one original runner of such. he's fantastic.
So a good old Taurus there. So we're gonna get some PCO stuff later. I was hoping for some cinematic stuff, and they didn't disappoint. They did not disappoint. BTI match was Rich Swann and Kaz versus Shera and Raj Singh. Rich Swann and Kaz.
It's a nice BTI match.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
they've been upping those BTI matches for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, can't go wrong with some Kaz. Yeah. And you think that Kaz is, kind of tall, but then you put him up against Shera. Shera's just a monster, man. Just a monster.
The Indian Lion, man.
He is. Then we kick off the main show here with Bobby Ray. a la Santino. And he's I just want the storyline to be over, Bill. It gives me
You don't want Bully Ray talking to you every week, telling you who
no,
he is?
no, I don't. No, I like Bully Ray. I just want
If you
this.
like Bully Ray, you'll love Bobby Ray.
Bobby, he could do so much better with a Bobby Ray than a Bully Ray. Let me tell you that the crowd loved themselves some Bobby Ray. That was over like Rover. In fact, I might even make a Bobby Ray T-shirt and wear it to the Chicago tapings.
Yeah. I'm in on the Bobby Ray shirt, Jacob. Bobby Ray section.
The Bobby Ray section. I'll bet you because I'm going to be sitting right next to Justin for those tapings. In fact, all damn year I'm going to be sitting next to him.
Now, weren't you next to Justin last time as well?
I was, yeah. So this is gonna work out really good.
I don't know who's next to me right now. Could be anybody. Yeah,
I think
maybe you.
You're on the other side, I think.
I think I'm opposite you guys. So I think like if I look straight ahead through the ring, I see you guys.
Yeah.
Which will be nice to see. Friendly faces.
Yes. So Santino comes out for the comedic effort of the evening, so to speak, calling him Bobby Ray. Bully's just furious at this. Then Bhupinder comes out. Well, first Santino makes the busted open match official with Tommy. Is that what he does? Because I was a little, I was paying attention, but I wasn't during this. I'm like, okay, we got to get through this and all. So Gary Rossetti, Bobby Ray sounds like a NASCAR driver. Yeah, right. There we go. We'll put that on the T-shirt too. We'll put a racing car on there. Bobby Ray. And ladies and gentlemen, Oreo is here.
Oreo has made it to the show.
Some great news. She's not in heat anymore.
Hey, good for Oreo.
She's not screaming. Yeah, she's a good little girl again. Yeah. That threatening.
J-Bone can podcast in peace.
Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, for at least another 24 hours. Let's see here. Okay, so then the match is official between Tommy and Bully. It's like, all right, thank God for that. Then Bhupinder comes down and he starts speaking in his native tongue. And they show Bully's face and he's like, he's like, huh?
He didn't have to act. I believe it.
And the best interpretation. This is why I love Santino. And if you're not on the Santino train, and I don't know what to tell you, but he's like, well, I want to translate Bhupinder, and he says, "You're a son of a gun."
Son of a gun. Come on, that's classic.
I love Santino so much. That's another shirt I gotta make. You son of a gun.
Which is it was great, and I think it's a good use of Bhupinder. Obviously, in the Beat the Clock challenge, we had so the storyline is there, and I think honestly the speaking in his native tongue. I'm guessing this segment will get even more views because I think probably the viewers in India are going to look at this and be like, "Hey, we don't really see this." International, we don't really see this happen, which I think is also a good reason they've been doing Masha speaking in Russian.
Yeah.
So I think this kind of adds to the international flair of an Impact
Wrestling. Justin Miller.
Speaking of. His ears were ringing.
Yes. We were just talking about you and the whole Chicago run, and I was going to be sitting next to you. So we're going to have the We're going to be the new Bobby Ray section. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. We're gonna make
just
some
like the Saban section will be the Bobby Ray section.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some Bobby Ray T-shirts, Bully Ray, and and just I can't wait. It's like I hope he's still like I can't stand this Bully Ray storyline right now, but I hope he's still there just so we can like wear the Bobby. I'm gonna make some Bobby Ray shirts.
He would eat that up. Just know you would become part of the show, J.
I can't wait
because he would stare anybody in a Bobby Ray shirt down, no doubt.
Because I want him to go full MJF on me and grab someone's drink and just dump it on me.
You spilled my diet soda.
Tastes like.
I'll tell you. I'll say this. Zero. I think most know people that I will rip Phil often, but my career highlight of his is I think he was injured and on commentary, and someone spilled his diet soda, and he's like, "You spilled my diet soda," and that was that's what I give him credit for. Career highlight number 1.
It is. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I miss him. So we get Bully versus Bhupinder, and that ends in DQ. Short but sweet match. Bhupinder really, I love what they're doing with Bhupinder, and he needs to. This needs to be a breakout year for him. It really does. Like I love the fact that he's doing some stuff like doing the whole speaking in his native tongue and stuff like that, and that's fine. And he's really growing his charisma, especially against guys like Bobby Ray. And so I can't wait to see what they do with him next year.
Yeah, stuff like this where Bobby Ray is helping an angle to put over a Bhupinder. Now that I'm okay with this. This is good use of this. I know a lot of people, including you, Tim, are not fans of the angle, but this is the benefits of stuff like that. Obviously, great heel heat.
It's still
tough to get.
It's still working with a top act. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, but nonetheless, so Bhupinder actually wins from the DQ. So, hey, a win is a win. He's gonna have to ice his. We got the soundbite right here. He's gonna have to ice his.
In the scrotissimus region.
Yeah, thank you, Santino.
Ooh.
And not fast enough. That wasn't smooth at all. But we got it. We got it in there. We got it in there. We got to get in at least once a show. It's the best soundbite there ever was. So and then Tommy comes out to save Bhupinder, and then Masha comes out and gets Tommy Dreamer. And then Mickie James comes out with a kendo stick. And this is a crazy hot mess of a hardcore country. It truly is hardcore. Truly is hardcore here. So yeah, very fun end to the segment. This whole, I'm okay with the whole Masha and Bully combo. But the way Bully looks at Masha, just if you play it back and he's just staring at her, and he's staring at her, it's you're supposed to be looking at the ring at your, and he's staring at her. It's dude, what are you doing? It's a little. I'm not gonna lie. It's Bobby Ray's a little creepy. But nonetheless, I'm okay with it. So, is this going to end in a giant Tommy, Bhupinder, and Mickie versus Bully, Masha, and
Bobby.
Someone else. I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, speaking of Masha, real quick, I saw that Revolver, Sammy's promotion, announced Masha versus Sami in a death match.
Masha versus Callihan? Oh,
Death
Jimmy.
match.
In a death match? Oh my God. Is that the next show on what, Fight or whatever? One of those?
It's either the next show or the show. It's probably the next show. Yeah, I think that's the headline match.
Now, is that going to be during Mania weekend or is it before?
No, that's separate. I think that's Clive, because there's a show in Iowa and a show in Ohio. I think currently being promoted. It's the main event of one of those two shows, I think.
Okay. Just please tell me that GCW isn't going to try to take over the whole damn weekend again.
Well, during Mania week, they have the collective, so they'll have nonstop shows. But then WrestleCon, the other shows, and then even Ring of Honor is doing their show. So there's a little bit of everything. But you know me, J-Bo. I'm pretty much a one-show guy.
You're one show and you're out. You're not hitting Mania this year.
No Mania.
No,
I'm coming back, going right to different shows locally. ICW, no holds barred. I'll get my death matches in after.
Oh, there you go. Nice. All right. So next we get this footage of PCO wandering.
Eddie!
We really need the soundbite. Wandering in the Vegas, wandering in the desert just outside Vegas. And he screams, "Eddie, come fight me!" It's great stuff. His eyes rolling back in his head as he's got the shovel and he's clanging it on the rocks. It's great. And I said this during the live reaction. I said the only thing that's missing here is like some lightning after he's screaming, it would just add to the whole. I don't know. It would just add something to it.
Well, you know what would add something? Zach, remember you were talking about Bobby Bray being a little creepy? Zach bringing up a classic. And even one of the members of this tag team was on TNI, J-Bo. A little creepy, but not like Kyle and his tag team, the Creepers. The infamous Creepers.
This is true. Nothing's more creepy than the Creepers. Good stuff.
Go back into the archives and check out that interview.
Yeah.
That was amusing.
Good stuff. Then we get so Team Josh is getting ready for this next event. He's got Rich and of course, who shows up? Macklin. He's like, "Oh, I'm just, might as well just pick me for a tag partner." And Rich is like, "Are you out of your mind?" And Macklin's like, "Oh, I'm scouting talent, before the next pay-per-view." And Josh gives it right back to him. He goes, "Man, I've been champ for almost a year now.
Record setting.
It's like, if you haven't scouted me by now, I don't know what to tell you." And then off camera, in walks Kaz. So we find out that it's going to be Josh, Rich, and Kaz versus Time Machine. So very cool. Anna says Bobby Ray is cringe.
Fair.
Yeah.
Can be entertaining cringe, but cringe is valid.
Right. It's just, so then So we get Sami Callihan versus Rhino next. The design, of course, in Sami's corner, and Heath in Rhino's corner. Now, this is part of step 6? I'm losing track here. I'm not
a lot of steps.
It's a lot of steps. So,
Oh, baby!
so maybe
That's a lot of steps.
Maybe Callahan's good with a stepmaster. I'm not good with a stepmaster. That's not.
You're more of a thigh master guy.
Yeah. But wait, what?
Suzanne Summers is okay with it. J-Bo's okay.
Oh, no, there's a throwback. There's a throwback I love. Yeah, gotta love the thigh masters. And speaking of losing weight and working out and stuff, I'm not bragging. Please don't. I always talk about this stuff humbly. Some of you might have seen my Instagram post earlier today. So I'm on a bit of a weight loss journey, and I've actually I peaked at 270, and I was like, no, this is getting out of control. So, but I have lost in the last month or so. I've lost 15 pounds. I'm down.
Whoa!
I'm down to 255.
Yeah, J-Bo. Good stuff.
Thank you. So
Not easy. Congratulations.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a lot of hard work because I'm a snacker. I love snacking, and to try to get away from that is my willpower is. So I keep telling them to stop buying snacks. So like today I bought a bunch of stuff from Farm and Fleet, like roasted peanuts and stuff like that. That's a good snack. So there we go. Bonus Baby says Suzanne Summers was banging for a while. Yeah, right.
The Bonus Baby knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah. Great show.
Come on, knock on my door.
Come on, knock on my door.
It's been a bangorama.
Yeah, that's another kind. Yeah. Justin Miller, thank you for the.
Appreciate it, Justin.
Yes,
great job, J-Bone.
Thank you.
And you know what? I think he would even agree. This is for your Justin and you too, J-Bone. A little coach them.
Impact Wrestling!
Oh, thanks, Coach. Oh, man. So, yeah, Callihan versus Rhino, step 6. Rhino, but, for all the effort that Callihan is putting into this whole thing, I'm starting to wonder if it's worth it because, man, he probably got a concussion from this. Freaking Khan whacks him with a chair. Callihan turns around, gets speared, and loses the match. And
revenge is a dish best served cold.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't imagine Sami was feeling friendly towards his fellow crew members there at the end of the match. Like,
with friends like this, who needs enemies, J-Bo?
Exactly, Bill. So, and I don't think they're done with him because the way they were like, grabbing him by the coat, like, yeah, come with us now, dragging him up the ramp. It's like, I thought we were going to get a little aftermath there, but maybe that'll happen next episode. But
and let me just say this to give a little bit of the first person perspective.
Okay.
The pop that the crowd gives for Heath and Rhino,
yeah,
they're one of the most over acts in the company. I know some people, like maybe in the chat, online, will be like, oh, maybe like, what's Heath and Rhino doing this, doing that? But they get the reaction. They get the reaction every time. Some of the best in the company. There's something to being known, making an impact, pun intended. And it's really, and you look at that, like Rhino, I don't know, it's just, he still can go. Rhino can still go. He still serves a very good purpose in ring. So, and Heath, we see Heath. He's a good multi-tool player. He can, if you need him for a monthly pay-per-view main event, if you need him to be a tag team, they can have the tag belts. They can be a mid-card. They can be a comedy act. They can do kind of whatever you want. So definitely, I know we have a team called the Good Hands, but these are definitely two extremely good hands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I even saw that last year in Chicago. You know, Heath comes out. I'm trying to remember what Heath was doing last year.
He was doing the Ring of Honor thing. He was coming out of the crowd like Sting.
Oh, that's right, he was.
Or more like DDP, I guess some people would say.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But yeah, definitely always get.
Yeah, I knew Bell's voice. I was waiting for the response. Heath is nothing more than a redheaded velvet.
Okay, there you go. Not everybody's a fan of Heath. It's all right. Because some people.
But Bell's boy, are you not even a fan of a Heath bar? And J-Bone, because you're doing so good, I won't say, but for any of those that have ever frequented a Dairy Queen and the Blizzard, the Heath Blizzard is the best Blizzard.
Oh, I love me a Blizzard. Yeah.
Have you ever had the Heath bar Blizzard?
No, I don't think I did. But you know what? On my way home, this goes way back to the early Bone days. I'd walk home from school, and I'd stop at Dairy Queen and get a Blizzard. And then I'd be partway through it by the time I was done walking home from school. And, man, it would just tear my stomach up. Something horrible. But stupid me, I'd stop at Dairy Queen the next day and get a different flavor. And, you get Oreo and different candy bar, whatever, Snickers, whatever. And I would get sicker than a dog. I don't know why, but I kept going.
Did you have lactose intolerance problems, Jay?
No.
Just that?
Me and milk, I don't know. Just so finally I didn't go back. I learned my lesson, and I didn't go back to Dairy Queens for many, many years. So
see, Mayor wasn't sure if the Dairy Queen, but Dairy Queen was around in the 80s. I know I grew up, Dairy Queen was around. But honestly, for some reason, I thought you were going to say you hit the Tasty Free. Like a song.
Right. But there was a few different custard stands around, ice cream stands around. In fact, there was a classic custard stand just a couple blocks from my house growing up. It's if anybody's familiar with the north side of Milwaukee, you're going to remember Kit's Custard. That's I don't know if it's still open. I don't get into Milwaukee much, but that was a great part of growing up. Great part.
Oh, well. I won't disagree with the Reese's. Reese's.
Oh, Reese's.
M&M's. Okay, average.
Reese's is all right.
But bonus, baby, have you had the Heath? You wouldn't think it, but the Heath's awesome, man. Oh, here, Bell's boy. I'm going to give an answer here because I don't know if I ever officially said it. But Bell's boy asks, not doing Multiverse front row, Bill? Not sure if you answered. Sorry. I am doing Multiverse. Bell's boy, I was not sure I would when it was announced because it was such a tight window. But I will be going out to the Multiverse show. I am flying out the night before, late night after work. I will be in California that day, go to the show, and I will fly back the next morning and go to a wrestling show in New Jersey and another wrestling show the next day in Jersey. So, but I will be in and out.
You're there so much, man. If you missed out on the ticket opportunity, you'd think they'd figure something out for you.
I did. This is how I looked at it, because I've done WrestleCon in the past. There was the whole you almost have to pay just to get first opportunity to get tickets. I'm like, I ain't doing that because if I went, I wouldn't go to all the other stuff. So the day they went public on sale, I jumped on. I'm like, if I can get a decent front row ticket, I'll do it. I looked. There was one just off center of like the section that looked good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'm in.
There
You know me. I can't help myself.
It's like me looking at action figures. I can't help myself.
Can't help myself.
Yeah. So, all right, now that we got a backstage segment here with Santino Marella.
Hello to Blacksmith in the chat.
Oh, Blacksmith, tremendous. Hey, good to see you here, Blacksmith. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I saw that Blacksmith has a new shirt.
Bullet Club.
Yeah, they got the Bullet Club lined up in his shop. So, in fact, someone was asking a few weeks ago if we still had a discount for the show.
Oh.
So, and I don't know, Blacksmith, if you could answer that, or if you want to set up another one for the
definitely for the chat. Let them know, that'd be great.
Audience, yeah,
because there's some very cool stuff they got. I was eyeing up a couple of them myself. It was pretty nice.
Yeah,
and I've been seeing some of the Black stuff they've done with obviously the Blacksmith stuff with the Impact talent that they've actually been wearing. Like I've seen some in the crowd. So it's very cool. Oh, there it goes. You ask, you shall receive, J-Bud.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We'll put it back
instant results here on the TNI show.
TNI 15 for 15% off. There you go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Blacksmith. We love you. And our audience loves you too. So go get that new Bullet Club shirt at the Blacksmith shop. Go look him up. He's on the Twitter box. And you know what? Hang on. While we got this here, let me quick look this up. Smith. Oh, not bodybuilding.
Well, speaking of bodybuilding, we'll have some news as we get a little later into the show about bodybuilding. And it's not J-Bone getting in the Arnold Classic just yet.
I don't think I spelled this right. BLCKSMTH. BL. That's it. I missed the C. BLCKSMRT. Why is this not showing up?
Technology.
There it is. Apparel. Okay. So I'm going to share the website. Copy. I'm going to put it in the chat for our YouTube and Twitch audience. And I'm also going to do, there you go, there's the link. And I'm also going to do a little share screen-a-rooney to show off the site because we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, and that new Bullet Club stuff is fire.
Now, is that something that's already out, or?
I have a feeling it's more like a pre-order, but I've been seeing if you've been watching Impact, you've been seeing the track jacket. I know a couple of the big fans have been wearing that to shows a lot. Okay. Very cool.
There's Mark Andrews. There's a Red Macklin one. Dude, that Macklin one.
That's cool. That Macklin one's very cool.
We got a Sharpshooter Elite, says Hitman on it. That's for Brett. Shine a Light football jersey. That's for like European football, I'm assuming.
Two Mike Bailey's.
Future of the kiddies are playing and running. We got the Firestarter Jay Christ.
Oh, Bison.
Does
he already own it? If not, he should.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so here's
There's the Bullet Club.
Here's the Bullet Club post for. Okay, so I don't know if that's. I'm looking here on the site. Let me see here.
Yeah, I think it was just announced. So it's probably
it might be too early. It might be too. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on there. It might be too early. Probably when is? Let's see. Let me see in the chat here still. When is the Bullet Club stuff coming, Blacksmith? Not up yet. Just a teaser. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's coming soon. Okay. So, but nonetheless, TNI 15 for 15% off. Go give Blacksmith some love. He's got some great stuff in his shop. From some, from classic icons of wrestling like Bret the Hitman Hart to some Impact talent. Great stuff. Go give him some love. Tell him the TNI crew sent you. So, I saw Speedball in there too. That's amazing.
Yeah, multiple Speedball.
So, Terrence, here we go. Before we could even get to the segment, Terrence says Callihan King is on the roster page.
Yes, although you got to be a little careful with the roster page.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't necessarily mean like under contract. Because obviously we know there's certain people that are on appearance deals that are not signed, but that means they're at least sticking around for the time. I think that can, like what you saw tonight, you can expect Callihan King to stick around for at least a little bit, if not more.
She's from
it's a positive.
Painesville, Ohio. So
yeah, another Ohio.
That's Sammy land right there. And she's got some good photos here too. And then at the bottom of the roster page, it says it advertises the Taylor Wilde Let's Get Wild. So hey, let's hope she does get signed. We don't have any info on that, but we just gotta wait and see. So
yeah.
But hey,
it could happen. Joe, and just one last thing. This is something I got my eye on. An Ace Austin jacket on the way. I might have to pick up on that.
Oh, there we go. Very, very, very good news, Blacksmith. Very good news. Ace Austin jacket dropping soon too. And I tell you, I don't know what it's going to look like, but hey, maybe it'll have a little bit of Bullet Club flavor to it. We got to wait and see.
But Ace has always had pretty cool kind of graphics and logos. But if it's that mixed with Bullet Club, I could even be even more of a home run. But either way,
yeah,
inevitable is what it will be.
Absolutely. Anna says she wants the Ace Austin jacket. Well, keep an eye on the site, and you got your discount. So there you go. You got your. Well, it's quite the combo there. All right. So Santino with Dirty Dango.
Oh.
And they're talking about. We were joking about this earlier. They're talking about Gregory. We don't know who Gregory is, so I don't know. That's if that was just like a name they were throwing out there for a joke or what. But Trey Miguel comes up and says, "Is this what you guys do? When you're not, dealing with, the guys like Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray, and you sit around and talk about Gregory, instead of figuring out where I'm going to be placed on the show, So Trey Miguel's kind of headed up to here with Santino Marella already. And Santino's like, well, now that you mentioned it, I wanted to let you know that I've got a mystery opponent lined up for you at the Sacrifice. I was going to say the Multiverse show. And then he tells them about the Multiverse.
If he still has the belt, he'll defend it at the Multiverse.
If. That's a big if. So just throw your guesses out there. Throw your guesses.
Yes. Let us know.
Who is going to face And you gotta imagine it's gonna be someone in the realm of New Japan or someone related to New Japan. Could be someone in that match coming up. Could be a Rocky Romero. Could be a Kevin Knight. Could be any of those guys, you know. So we gotta wait and see. But yeah, very good segment. And then of course it's rounded out with some funny stuff from
the Swingman and
Ziggy Dice and Ziggy Dice and the Swingman, yeah. And good stuff there always.
But then it ends, and I'm working with the scumbag on getting the soundbite. It ends with obviously Deputy Dango saying his job, and then Santino's like, "No, that you're not my assistant director of authority." So he says, "It's not my job. It's a lifestyle.
It's a way of life." It's
like Deputy Dango. Excellent.
Quality stuff, man. Quality stuff. I love it.
Very entertained.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens more, but the Dango stuff is keeping me very entertained backstage. So keep it going. Keep it going.
It reminds me what he used to do with Tyler Breeze, you know, in the fashion police and all that stuff, the fashion files. And they, for a while, they were the most over thing in the company, you know. So
Johnny Swinger, though, most over in the company.
Yeah. Justin Miller says we need a Johnny Swinger jersey. Oh boy.
Do you know what I still need, J-Bone? I still need, if not the original, because I assume that's at Swinger's palatial estate, I need at least a reproduction of the large hanging in the palace Johnny Swinger on the horse.
Oh. Oh, why that wasn't like a
put it over the fireplace on holidays.
Between that one and the Kenny Omega Don Callis one, I mean,
this is much better. Much better.
it's still good.
It's still good.
It's still good. Oh man. All right, so then we got Jordynne Grace coming out, and she is facing Alex Gracia. Haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Good to see her back.
Yeah, and we were talking before we went live. I always get her confused with Miranda Elise.
Yeah,
because they both have like the pink hair and all that kind of stuff, or bright hair nonetheless. But yeah, great to see Alex Gracia. Jordynne Grace puts her away pretty quickly here.
I'll tell you, every time Jordynne Grace is in a match like this, you just think she's ending her opponent. Jordynne Grace just looks like an unstoppable force out there.
She does. She
if there was, I know it's come back a few times, but if they brought back American Gladiators again, she should be a gladiator.
Oh, without a doubt. She'd rank right up there. Absolutely. Then we get Moose and Brian Myers beating up Joe Hendry. And so this stuff with Joe Hendry isn't done. And they want to end this guy. So I don't know. I'm guessing Brian Myers is going to try to take the title away from him again. We'll see. But Joe Hendry had a really bad day. Really bad day.
It was not a good day. Not a good day.
Yeah. Then we get the announcement that we're getting Bullet Club with Kenta. So Ace and Bay, the Ace and Bay connection with Kenta
ABC.
versus versus Josh Alexander, Kaz, and Rich Swann next week. Whew,
That's a nice match.
that's crazy.
Main event?
Could be. Could be. And then we get what I consider to be one of the biggest highlights of the episode. Made the cover. We got Jonathan Gresham versus Kushida. Amazing match. What'd you think, Bill?
Oh yeah, two of the best out there, no doubt. When Impact can throw a match like this on the show, it's tough to beat. Like with the likes of Gresham, Kushida, Speedball, Josh, just some of the best wrestlers on the planet right now. And that you can mix up matches like this and get this on a Thursday night. It's tough to beat. Obviously, Kushida comes out on top here, but this could have went either way. Just like the Gresham Bailey match could have went either way. But hopefully we get to see him run it back at some point.
Oh, definitely.
But it makes sense. Kushida's getting that title shot at the Multiverse show, so Kushida's there's a big win to get him on track for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a I guess you could call him number one contender. It's hard. It's weird to think of it.
Yeah, Macklin,
like
him, yeah.
Yeah.
Number one international contender, number one roster contender.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, he beat him with the hoverboard lock.
Hoverboard lock.
So excellent match though. Man, just if I've said it once, I say it 1,000 times. You want really good wrestling, just watch Impact. Seriously, like to each their own. But you're gonna always get some good wrestling on this show.
Oh, you'll definitely get good wrestling, but you'll get the variety. It isn't a show just looking for star ratings. Like you'll get the fantastic matches, but you'll get some really compelling storylines. You'll get some funny comedy segments. You'll get stuff like Undead Realm or the Coven now. You get anything.
Yeah. Well,
Best knockouts, best women's division in wrestling.
Always. Then we get a little bit of footage of Eddie Edwards driving, and he's searching for PCO. But now it's interesting is it's the camera's in the back seat. Eddie's in the passenger seat, and I wasn't even thinking about this. So then who was driving? That's the big question that comes up.
Was it you, J-Bone?
Oh, no. It was no. In fact, I was just searching for this right here. This fine drink that I'm drinking here. This Coca-Cola Zero Move. So no, that's what I was doing. I wasn't anywhere near Vegas. Nope. No way I could get from Vegas to Grafton, Wisconsin that fast. Nope.
Well, yeah, J-Bone wouldn't even get to the desert.
Yeah, it was just a car crash waiting to happen. Nah. I'm lucky if I can get out of my own damn neighborhood sometimes. Let's see. Okay, and then now this is interesting. We get Killer Kelly coming into the ring. She sits down. She's got a microphone. She talks about she's not happy. She's not very happy right now. She doesn't know what's going on with this whole Taylor Wilde thing, where it's like it's these kind of games she's playing or something. She's not happy, so she calls her out. She's like, "Get your ass out here." So Taylor Wilde comes out, and she's like, "Look, I'm not playing games with you, but your destiny is in the cards, So, I guess I spoke too soon on that whole Oreo thing. Sorry about that. Yeah, we made it a whole hour 20. Anyways,
We're getting there, Jay.
we're getting there. So she calls out Taylor Wilde, and she's like, "Your future is in the cards, and if you won't pick a card, then I'll pick one for you." So she drops the cards and she pulls one out, shows it to God. She shows it to Killer Kelly, and it's the Chaos card. I don't know anything about cards.
The
but
Tower.
It's the Tower, which means chaos, and it's mentioned some other things. Like destruction or something. I don't know.
It means look behind you.
Yeah. It means look out. You're about to get hit with a flipping chair. Yeah. Kylan King appears out of nowhere and whacks Killer Kelly with a chair, attacks her. And so we have this new alliance now between Kylan King and Taylor Wilde, and it's great to see. Like, I don't know how long she's sticking around, but I've seen nothing but positive for the last few years for Kylan King, because she was one that was an upstart in Florida during the pandemic. She was part of Cody Rhodes' class, and she was make an appearance for AEW. And everyone kept saying, you got to hire her. And they kept bringing her back. And they never pulled the trigger on her. I don't know why. But, and I guess she's been in some other schools. I'm not too familiar with where she's all been. But then she's doing some NWA stuff this past year. And now she's here. So, I hope she sticks around, but we got to wait and see. What did you think of Kylan King showing up?
No, I liked it. I thought this was a good way to kind of come in. Killer Kelly and Taylor's been having this feud lately, and to kind of see now we'll be interested to see how Kelly responds to it, or what the next step. We see a segment later. We see where maybe initially, but you figure Kelly's gonna not take this what just happened. See if she gets some maybe a recruit on her end. But good to see this direction. I know a couple people in the chat are talking about this character of Taylor Wilde. Obviously, longtime TNA fans remember Taylor Wilde's original run here in Impact, and what an arc for her character to kind of from the beginning to where it is now. But if anyone follows her on socials and all, this is more like Taylor, this character she's doing now. So this is no, I think this is, and to see Kylan King here, I'm with you, J-Bo. Like, it seemed like during the pandemic is really where she got more noticed throughout indies, some TV product shows, and I feel like maybe over this last year, I've been seeing her a lot of different shows. She was at WrestleCade. She was the champion there at that Ladies Night Out show.
Nice.
I saw her at NWA, obviously previously in Impact. I know she was in AEW. I think I saw her at AEW down in Jacksonville. So to see her kind of have that appearance, but you're like, oh, Impact's in Florida. Maybe it's a one-off. But now, obviously, coming out to Vegas, it does feel like it could be more. Maybe it's an initial run and kind of go from there. That's kind of what Impact does. It would not shock me at some point if it's like, oh, maybe it's a 6-month deal and go from there. That's kind of a normal thing they do.
It could be just to keep her options open. Who knows? But nonetheless, let's enjoy it while it lasts, because let me tell you, she's a great talent.
Yeah, you do, like, even though the division's loaded, you do need to keep at it, like, just like we were talking about, there's some rumors about maybe losing a knockout here or there. So if you can be reloading that division constantly, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. So, and then the next segment here, we got Killer Kelly getting visited by the Death Dolls, and how they do it is just great. They just zap them into the room there. I love that little bit of effects, a little bit of sci-fi. I love it. It's like Rosemary says to Killer Kelly, like, "Oh, why didn't you call us? We know a lot about the realms out there and stuff like that." And Killer Kelly's like, well, I don't know. I like a 2-on-1 situation, and it was just kind of like, okay.
I would expect nothing less from Killer Kelly.
You're right. And then so she walks off camera, and then in walks Taylor Wilde with Kylan King, and now they're calling themselves the Coven, which is great. It's like they already got a name, and I guess the Death Dolls are just not fans of Taylor Wilde's new little conjuring,
Yeah, not the black magic. For sure.
Yeah. And they said, well, the best line of the whole thing was that witches get stitches.
Witches get stitches.
That was great.
That was very good. That sounds like a T-shirt. Sounds like a T-shirt.
It does. All these gimmicks. But what we're going to get next week is we are going to get the Coven versus the Death Dolls for the Knockouts title. Seems a little rushed, but we'll see, because I guess the deal is if the Coven loses, then Taylor Wilde can't practice the black magic anymore. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
old school stipulation.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily a loser leaves town gimmick, but we'll see what happens.
It's a loser leaves town with a twist.
Yeah, kind of.
Loser loses their ability.
Yeah. So then we get,
as Verna Blue says, "Where's Hex?
Where's the Hex?" Maybe they're working with the Coven. Who knows? In fact, that would actually make a lot of sense.
Anna says you're pronouncing it wrong. She's saying it's Coven.
Coven? Oh, Coven.
I think the COVID may have got it.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah.
I think we have some people in the chat that may join this group with Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, right.
I know they like it's thick.
Scary stuff. Sorry. We got PCO versus Eddie in I guess you call it a match. There's no
cinematic, a little cinematic.
I love the cinematics. It's great music in the background during this.
Cinematic match or Cinemax?
It's cinematic. Yeah. The Cinemax stuff was a long time ago. We won't talk about that. But this was a lot of fun. There's a lot of rolling around and trying to bury each other. What do you think of PCO versus Eddie?
Yeah. No, I like this. Obviously, it was back and forth. Like Eddie had the tire iron, and obviously PCO with the shovel. But they were obviously kind of right there. But then PCO got the upper edge and looked like he was burying. He was about to bury. He was standing over top of him with the shovel. But then came a J-Bone-like figure in that vehicle and took out PCO. Drove him down like he was in front of a Checkers J-Bone. We never see the driver. It could be anybody. Everyone's speculating in the chat who it could be, and I'm not saying who it is, but let's just say
It's not me. It's not. I
he
swear
wasn't
to God.
in Vegas. He wasn't in Vegas.
It was this guy behind me.
It was Manny Bones.
It was Manny Bones. Definitely Manny Bones behind the wheel. So yeah, who was in the car? A lot of people saying it was. I think some people initially thought it was the missus, but I'm like, nah.
Could be Lish. She's hardcore.
She's hardcore. She's had his back before, but I don't think she's too keen on jumping.
Maybe it was Susan.
Susan. No, honestly, I think there's probably some. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing the name pop up in the chat now. It could be Davey Richards. A lot of people have been calling for a Wolves reunion, and absolutely could, you know.
Rikishi, why not?
It did it for The Rock. The Rock's in the desert. So we'll see, but that literally came out of nowhere. But it makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, Eddie was in the passenger side, and in the footage going out there, so it's like he wasn't driving. So that should have been a little sign right there, like, oh, he's not alone. He's got some help.
He had backup.
So, definitely had some backup. So,
critical sting. It was Duke Winchester. You remember Duke Winchester?
No.
IPWF, J-Bone.
Oh.
Let's just say he had a little perfection.
Oh. I must have missed. I think I missed the last IPWF special. Yeah. Yeah. Could be.
Well, we believe while he was either critical sting, can you confirm? Is he just very, very badly injured? Or he may no longer be with us. He was in such a bad accident, that Duke Winchester.
Yeah, I don't know.
Poor Duke.
Know. But PCO looking pretty rough at the end of that segment too. So we'll have to wait and see if he
still moving.
Barely.
He's not human. He's not human.
He's a machine. He's a monster. He's something. I don't know. I gotta say though, I absolutely love like because he's got like scars and stuff that he's putting like X's over his scars, so it's like he's got like the big stitches. I love it. I love the stuff that PCO has been doing lately. So yeah, that's the big mystery. Who's in the car with Eddie? Put it in the comments. Then we get the announcement that Kenta is going to be facing Suzuki at the Multiverse for the New Japan versus Impact show.
That's for the title. That's a title match.
Oh, is that for the New Japan Strong?
I believe it is.
Okay. And it's interesting because Kenta, I think, is actually listed as an Impact talent.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, he's got a New Japan title, but because at the top it says
Bullet Club.
It says Impact, and yeah. So we'll have to see. Is Suzuki gonna bring some Suzuki goons in? Maybe.
You never know.
We'll see. All right, main event time. This was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And not that I didn't think it was going to be good, but it just, I got to say, I get more and more impressed with Gisele all the time. And this could have been a really horrible night for Mickie James. So we got the Knockouts title on the line. Deonna Purrazzo.
Very nice.
On commentary.
A king and queen reunited.
I was gonna say back with Raywald. So yeah, he was definitely excited to see her come out. So she's at ringside, just watching some competition there. Mickie James defending her Knockouts title against Gisele Shaw. The numbers are in Gisele Shaw's favor here. She's got Jay Vidal and Savannah Evans in her corner. What'd you think of this Knockouts title match?
Nah, this was good. Mickie, she's been great lately, no doubt. The legend. But you're right, Gisele. She's been back and forth, going tag matches, some different feuds, but she's really becoming in her own lately, and no doubt. So Gisele has really brought it in a lot of these matches, and this one's no different. That it was as competitive as it was, that it was making you think, oh, will something happen? It's not the last rodeo no more. Like, Mickie could lose, but not tonight. Obviously, Deonna played a role in this because everyone was trying to get involved to give Gisele the win, but Deonna wasn't going to stand for it. So I know someone said it earlier. We're seeing kind of this unique first time in Impact face version of Deonna, the slow turn. But even Deonna, as face as she can be, like she comes out, she still kind of has her same mannerisms, but she'll give you a little smile. She'll but definitely more of a face for sure, which is good to see. I think it's a good evolution for Deonna as she kind of goes into some new feuds and other stages. So we'll see. Is that another at some point? I'm sure at some point this year will be back into the Knockouts title conversation. But for right now, it feels like because there's a lot of heels right now in the Knockouts division. Mickie and Jordynne obviously carrying the faces of the division for singles competition, but very good job here. Gisele obviously has been featured a ton lately, and she's carrying a load of the heel aspect of the Knockouts division. So she got a shot here. I'm sure it's not the last we'll see because obviously we see this whole crew she's going around with, so she's not going to fade away.
Yeah, Gisele has. She had kind of a rough start in Impact Wrestling. She was a part of this group, a part of that group, and then she kind of it's become like her thing. She's become, what are they calling her? The Black Widow.
Yeah, she breaks up groups.
Everything she touches, she destroys or whatever. Yeah. So it became a gimmick, which is actually a stroke of genius right there. Whoever's coming up with that, but yeah. So Mickie James. Thanks to Deonna Purrazzo, because like I said, the numbers were not helping Mickie James here at all. And in the end, they really didn't help Gisele either.
They did not.
Of all people to help Mickie James, Deonna Purrazzo.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Crazy. There's got to be a level of respect that's finally growing there, which is good to see, you know? Doesn't mean Deonna Purrazzo isn't going to, throw Mickie James in her own barn and burn it down someday.
Yeah.
But
because
for now.
So, in the end, Deonna's going to look out for Deonna.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's not lie here. But it was good to see. Good to see. So, great way to get her included in here, get the numbers, situation taken care of. So Mickie James retains here against Gisele Shaw. And so yeah, she is Knockouts champ. Hardcore Country reigns again. Or still, should say. Good show.
Yeah, very good show. Very good show.
We got some craziness with the whole match between Kushida and Jonathan Gresham. We got some new knockouts action going on, and great title match, and some more build up to the shows that are going to happen at the end of March, less than a week apart. So big stuff coming. Yeah, great to see.
A lot of it. Very, as you said earlier, Jay, very busy couple months. Impact Wrestling, no doubt.
Oh yeah. So you got Sacrifice, which is going to be in Canada.
Yep,
Windsor,
Canada.
Yep. Windsor. Then you got going out to California for Mania weekend. And then you start the whole Midwest thing with Chicago. That's going to be at the end of April. There's got to be something in between though.
Rebellion.
Oh, Rebellion. Yeah, there you go. That's coming up too. So, loaded couple months. It's going to be a ton of fun. Any final thoughts?
No, it's just I think obviously we got a big step in figuring out how a lot of this is starting to shape up tonight. I think we got, obviously it was a very good show top to bottom, but now we're getting a lot of direction on where things are going. And I think we're just going to see that over the next couple weeks as we get in. Like, I'm sure maybe on socials, we might get matches here and there, but through next week's show, we're going to get a lot more solid ideas on maybe where some feuds are going, some matches are happening, and just a lot's going to be happening. A big year, obviously 2023 for Impact. It's obviously Josh as the main man, the world champion. He's got some big challenges in Kushida and Macklin coming up. But first, now we know the main event, the 6-man tag for Sacrifice, and we'll go from there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, a lot on the plate for Impact Wrestling, and we can't wait. And that brings us to the end. But you know what, Bill? We can't leave without a word about our sponsor, taking it from the old scumbag himself, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle.
I'm here to tell you people about Manscaped. See, when you're a card-carrying member of the Peanut Club, presentation is everything. In my opinion, with a clean shave, you can turn that cocktail frank into bun length. That's right, folks. Kiss your Vienna sausage goodbye and upgrade your grooming habits with Manscaped. And guess what, folks? We got a special deal for the TNI Fam. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. That's right, folks. 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Yes, so 20%, 20% off. Tremendous deal. Use that code. And they're coming out with more and more tools all the time. They even, what did I see? I saw a commercial the other day for a beard trimmer. So whether that, you got the nose trimmer, or if you need something down in your
in the scrotissimus region.
Yeah, thank you, Santino. Appreciate it. So Manscaped's got you covered all around. Get yourself all cleaned up. I use it all the time. Can't complain. Definitely less nicks. We're not supposed to say no nicks, but I can tell you I have not had any nicks. So loving the product. Bill?
Yeah, same here, J-Bone. I was before the AC trip last weekend. I was doing a little manscaping on the old the upper torso region, just to make everything a little clean and aerodynamic. Because
There you
at a
go.
death match you might be avoiding panes of glass and light tubes and all that. So I wanted to make sure I was nice and clean, because sometimes you're picking a lot of glass and stuff out of yourself later. So
Yeah.
that's you don't want extra hair in the way, Jim.
No.
You want a nice clean palate.
There
Not
you
all
go.
the way. Not as but you still want to be a man, but skate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Great tools for the job. Great tools. So thank you, Manscaped. Love them as a
PCO
sponsor.
appreciates a nice tool.
That's a little different, Bill. I don't know.
Oh well, shovel, manscape.
That's not part of their stuff. That's But if they start selling shovels,
Who knows? They have like the hedge trimmer and all that. So you never know with names. They might have the. You never know what they'll come up. Yeah, the minds in Manscaped are always coming up with the next great invention. So.
This is true. And they got great underwear too. So who knows? Underwear, trimming tools, maybe an axe in the future. Who knows? Crazy. It's terrifying. Maybe we'll see. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. So thank you for joining us, and thank you, Blacksmith, for jumping in the chat. So make sure, hey, there you go. Go to the site, got the TNI 15, get your 15% off. Look at that. Just getting sponsors galore here. Love themselves some TNI, and we love you guys for joining us tonight. On your way out, make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Say goodnight, Bill.
Good night, Bill. Good night, everybody else.